Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here and welcome to another video on the second channel. I'm going to try to make the roster review kind of a series that I do once every 2 days. Hopefully we can manage to achieve that. And I'm not doing it on streams anymore because a lot of people do want me to do it on streams, but at the same time a lot of people don't want me to do it on streams because they find it unentertaining, and my purpose on streams is to entertain as many people as possible. So we're going to be moving this to a secondary channel and I'll try to do it more often. And I'll give you a deal, guys. In next roster review, I'm going to review one roster for each 5 likes and one roster for each 5 comments. So like and comment down below to help you the YouTube algorithm, and I'll take a look at more for you. So, over here we got a little bit of a Confluence Sacrament builds. I mean, look, my dudes, those kind of builds showings are pointless, because what I'm gonna say is, you're obviously not investing in anything wrong because you're not putting health, defense, or resistances on him, but at the same time it's not a finished build. You're putting crit chance, crit damage, and fast attack chance, so obviously you know where you need to go towards, but right now it's a very incomplete build, so good luck with completing your build. As from eBay, good 7-star on King there. All the damage dealers are looking fine over here. There's also Heartbreak Harley Quinn at 4 stars. Unfortunately, maybe they get that to 5 stars as soon as possible. The damage increase is going to be huge. Predator Batman at level 70. A building combo for Harley and stunning. You love to see it. Yeah, everything looks good for the most part here. We even have a Flash as a budget team over there. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8 if you count Black Adam as damage dealers, so you got enough damage dealers for soul rates. That's good so far. Now you should look forward to, let's say, perfecting the builds of your characters. In terms of perfecting the build, King looks pretty solid. So next I would focus on Harley and Catwoman as a priority because they will pull the most damage for you, and maybe get those to 70 gears if you haven't. But so far, so good, it's looking good. Next priority for this roster specifically, I would go for Deathstroke, personally, because he's such a good addition. But yeah, great progress for 9 months, my dudes. Okay, Boss Earth here, it's got Confluence Sacrament, it's got Silver Banshee, that's going well. It's got a Catwoman in there, but unless there are gears for Catwoman, no point in playing that. If you got no gears on her, don't focus on her at all. For now. So there's a Harley in there and DPI, but again, if no gears, don't focus on that. Though if you get Joker with gears, because both of those drop from the grades, you might want to pursue that. And yeah, now I'll try to pinpoint some themes for the 3 characters that you mainly have as damage dealers. Don't seem to have any Shazam, so look, you're going to go obviously Dr. Fate to Confluence Sacrament, and as a second character for that team, if you're struggling with surviving, you can do Armored Superman as the combo builder, but if you're not struggling with survival, you can do Bane here as a secondary support, because he's going to give you more damage on basic attack hits, and that's useful for King. And get your Reverse Flash to a place where he works properly a bit, because he's gonna be pretty much the best combo builder for Silver Banshee in most scenarios, so I highly suggest you show your Reverse Flash some love. And other than that, that's about it, what you can do with your account at this point in time. Keep focusing on King and Silver Banshee, obviously with a priority on King, but I think it's safe to invest in Silver Banshee as well at this point. And as I said, get Reverse Flash going, get into 40 gears, get some health in there, get some fast attack chance so he can properly combo build for Silver Banshee. And get yourself a Power Girl. Yeah, you do have a 3-star Power Girl, get her to 4 stars and your Silver Banshee team is going to be ready to go. Slime over here. Heartbreak Harley Quinn, you love to see it, you don't love to see the 4 stars, get that 5 stars as soon as possible, but looks like you're making kind of an active effort towards it. I don't see any Entangling Poison Ivy though, so she's gonna suck ass without Entangling Poison Ivy, so that's something you should keep in mind. There's also Batman Ninja Catwoman again. If you got like 2 or 3 gears, that's a team that will work. Focus on the star rating of Robin, because he's the one who will give you more passive stats. Will give you more damage basically because of his passive, so that needs to be a higher star rating. So keep focusing on Robin rather than Catwoman in terms of the star upside of things, because you need that passive and it'll go upgrades all the way to 6 stars. Harley is kind of pointless using unless you got DPI, but I guess you could use somewhat of a team with Harley and Predator Batman and maybe put Silver Bane in there for some damage on basic attack hits, but again, without Entangling Poison Ivy, it's really not worth investing that much in. Keep going with your King. Your King is far from being perfect, and it's a safe choice, and with the most raids you're going to be on normal for a bit, so keep going all the way with King and perfect him. He's obviously gonna go with Dr. Fate. You should try and progress through the campaign all the way to Heroic, because like in the last few chapters of Heroic, you can constantly farm shards for this. As a second character for King, use Classic Superman to reduce the defense where that's needed or that's not needed yet again. You can use Silver Bane or Armored Superman until you get yourself a Shazam. Okay, so this is a bit weird. I like the fact that you get the Confluent Sakumen. There's a Black Adam maxed out. Not sure how to feel about this choice of upgrading characters, but you do you, my dude. There's also Just League Flash, so that's good over there. You got an Arkham Knight Batman. Okay, there's a Catwoman in there. There is a Grodd in there. Do we see a Robin anywhere? Yes, we do also see a Robin. Start building your Batman team if you got at least 2 gears for your Batman Catwoman, and also start building Harley if you do have gears for her. If not, do you have a Last of Joker? You do have a Last of Joker with a full gear set. So build your Last of Joker. You got an Entangling Poison Ivy that's gonna deal tons of damage for you. Stop investing in those legendary characters. They are at the point where they will do pretty much peak performance for you in raids and soul raids. So yeah, just like Team King and Black Adam are looking good enough at this point, so I suggest you're also investing a bit in the multiverse team, that's also good. So for your other teams, I suggest you start going with the Batman Ninja team and the Last of Joker League of Anarchy team, because a 4-star Entangling Poison Ivy is gonna be good enough. 3-star Silver Banshee, you can hold off to that for now, because I guess you're using Power Girl with Black Adam, and it's gonna be a long time since she will do more damage than the extent to which you have built Black Adam, but that's also an option in the future. But for now, get your Batman Ninja team, or at the very least your League of Anarchy team going, because for Batman Ninja team I can't tell for sure if you have the gears, but Last of Joker, the Joker has a full gear set and you also have EPI, so no point in not investing into that. Bunch of garbage artifacts, sadly. Don't invest into anything, and I don't think you're doing. Save up your resources for All Blades. And as soon as you get All Blades, you can like keep 2 other artifacts and shatter everything else. The only thing you should keep from here on the long run is a meta-human artifact, because that has some uses. The rest of them are garbage. But again, you're making the best of what you have. No problem with that. So this is the roster. There's a Confluent Sakumen. Gearless Silver Banshee. Wait for her challenge to get her gears. Maybe even save up some gems to gem refresh to get her to 5 stars. The fact that you got her to 4 stars already is amazing. Power Girl, get that to 4 stars for the maximum efficiency. Dr. Fate, yet again, go all the way to the last chapter of Heroic and get him to 4 stars. If you get Power Girl to 4 stars faster than Dr. Fate, you can use, or instead with King, again, you can use Armored Superman or Bane if you're not struggling to combo build, and that's about it for this one. Okay, Trimil Larster, there's a League of Anarchy built in there. There's also Joker. Look. This is something I highly do not recommend people do early. You do have an Arkham Knight Batman, so that means Harley Quinn is going to also perform amazing for you in League raids. So investing in this scenario in both Last of Joker and Harley is kind of a waste of resources, because neither in League or in Soul Raids you're going to be able to use both teams, because there's only one Entangling Poison Ivy. So pick one. I suggest Harley and stick to that. Try and get the star rating of EPI in Harley to 5 stars as soon as possible. King is looking good. Batman Ninja team, invest into that more. Harley, you can hold on to that a bit. Not Harley, Silver Banshee, you can hold off to that a bit until you get her to a higher star rating, because her passive works far better at higher star ratings. Deathstroke in there, just at this point you don't really have 6 teams, so what your priority should be is to make sure he doesn't die. Not sure if you have a Cyborg, but if you do, you can focus on Flash a bit as well, but not too much. But yeah, pick one, not both of them at the same time, because this is not 2 teams you're building, this is only 1 team you're building with some diversity in it, and that's not necessarily the best way to split your resources. And try to get Raven. Save up some gems for Raven, that will be a pretty good addition to your roster. Not sure why this guy is so high threat, but I'm guessing like Soul Ray drops. Okay, we got to build 4 Last of Joker here. I can't see the amount of fast tech chance in there. I think it's a 51, you should get that as high as possible. And yet again, it's looking good for the most part. You got some resistances here, but that's most likely from some garbage talents, and that's understandable because talents cost so many credits and they're not a priority. This is like the men's whole roster. Again, I wouldn't really focus on both Last of Joker and Heartbreak Harley Quinn at the same time. You got Raven with gears, so that's going to be huge. You got Sir Bench team going in there, show a little bit more love to Reverse Flash because he might be dying in some fights at the state he's right now. And make sure he's got maxed out fast tech chance because having your combo builder properly built with max fast tech chance is gonna add so much damage to your Harley. Yeah, you should try and get Deathstroke at this point. By taking a look at your account, you should really try and get yourself... Oh, you do have Deathstroke, that's good. Make sure he doesn't die and that's gonna be all good to go. There's a Grodd in there. So, yeah. Overall, looking good. Focusing on the right things. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soul items. You would need a 6 soul item. But I guess that can be Deathstroke alone and making sure he doesn't die. So, overall, this is looking good. This is looking good overall. And maybe save some gems for the Batman Who Laughs. That's gonna be coming. And keep investing in your characters. Not sure why Batgirl is so high threat and high level, but... that's not something that's necessarily concerning to me. Okay. And Flash doesn't look like he's gonna survive too well, but if he does, that's good enough. Yeah, that's about it for this one. Manta is also a future option for this account, but at the same time you should prioritize Batman Who Laughs when he comes out. He's gonna do more with less than Manta is able to do. Okay, we got this thing here. Arbor Harley Quinn and EPI, both of them 3 stars, but they seem to have gears. That's what I suspect. There's also a Kimflan Sakoman in there. That's good. There's Batman. There's a Cyborg as well. But no Flash. No Flash. The rare situation where there's a Justice Sarah but no Justice Flash. Wait for Flash's season and make sure you get at least Elite 4 to get a 4-star Flash, and that's gonna be another easy to build damage dealing team with that Cyborg over there. Sarah Banshee again, you need gears, maybe save up some gems to refresh the challenge to up her star rating. Martian Manhunter is not gonna pull much for you for a long time, so don't focus on that. Keep focusing on King and Harley, those are gonna be the only 2 viable options you're going to have for now. And if you start getting some gears on Catwoman, you might start investing in that as well. Okay, there's a Brainiac and there's a Manta in there. This dude's account is microwave. Okay, so Manta and Brainiac, if you got gears from Manta, are gonna make such a great team. So that's something you can definitely focus on. Catwoman is looking like she's got gears. So that's another thing that's safe to focus on. And King. Last of Joker is not gonna do much for you without entangling Poison Ivy, so don't really attempt to make him work until you get entangling Poison Ivy. Low star rating Sarah Banshee, don't even bother with her for now. So yeah, everything goes into Kimflan, Sakoman, Catwoman, and Black Manta for now. Future options if you get EPI is Last of Joker, and if you get Sarah Banshee to a higher star rating, feel free to use her. Artifacts in here. I mean, if you're using this for passive stats, keep it. If not, shatter it, it's garbage, but most likely you're using it for passive stats. Same with the Philosopher's stuff. The shit nugget, how we used to call it on this channel. And I mean, look, if you don't have better options, this can be actually decent for combo builders, so keep it regardless until you get yourself a Sword of Salvation or something, if you do. You got also more artifacts here. Beta Club, let's go, this man is just flexing. Banshee and King, they're looking very good, but that seems to be about it for this roster. There's a Last of Joker in there. I'm not sure if there's an Entangling Poison Ivy because we can't really see the full roster. This man didn't post the whole roster, so... yeah, all I can say with this information that you have given me, keep focusing on these 2. They look good and nothing else on this account looks good. So keep focusing on them. I don't know if you're using Predator Batman as account builder for Sarah Banshee, but you should build your Reverse Flash for that, or Martian Manhunter if you do have the gears. Other than that, you can go with Flash and Last of Joker if you get Cyborg or Entangling Poison Ivy. 4 mil threat roster here. Again, I don't really suggest going for Black Adam and Sarah Banshee at the same time because they both kind of need Power Girl, but you can kind of use this dude without the Power Girl, so that's fine. You can safely build your Sarah Banshee. She's level 70, so that's huge. Usually people have a problem with leveling up their characters, but not this man over here. He's got a problem with gearing them up and building them, it seems, so... quite the opposite of the resources most people lack. Okay, so there's a Dr. Fate in there, there's a Flash, Heartbreak Harley Quinn. Yeah, not too... there's also a Vixen. Okay, so no Entangling Poison Ivy. Focus on the Silver Banshee team, Catwoman team, and King team for now. Mainly on the Silver Banshee team from now on. Since you get this dude to level 70 anyway, you could like use him as the combo builder for Silver Banshee, but he might need to be switched as long as you don't get an Arkham Knight Batman to your future Heartbreak Harley Quinn team. Iron Knight is looking good. Stop investing in Black Adam. He's gonna be by far the least important character in your roster in terms of the one you've already invested in. Keep going with Catwoman, King, and Silver Banshee. Okay, this kind of qualifies as flexing because he just posted the first picture of his roster. Those three are those four things here are looking good. Keep focusing on them. You don't have Silver Banshee yet, so maybe try and get that. Maybe save up some gems to refresh the challenge. Okay, there's a King, there's a Just League Superman, and there's a Vixen. Use Vixen as the combo builder, King as the damage dealer, and as support character don't yet have a Dr. Fate, so you can use Atrocitus instead. And keep focusing all your resources on King. I don't know what this is about. I don't know why he... Maybe he didn't want me to roast if I ever saw this. I got no idea what's going on here. But nevertheless... Isn't this like the middle of this man's roster? I don't know, man. I'm just giving up on this. Okay, so this is another roster posted by the same person, but it's a different one, so we might take a quick look at this. So, Arkham Knight Batman, Harley, she might have gears at that threat level, so if she has gears, that should be your main priority. All research should go into that if she has gears. If not, keep going with Joker instead. Catwoman is looking good, Silver Banshee is looking okay. Again, 5 stars as soon as possible. She's gonna be far more efficient at 5 stars. Stop putting resources into Arkham Knight Batman. He's strong enough already to do everything that you need him to do, except the level. You should get him to level 70 to have that maximum stun amount. Yeah, Iron Knight is looking good. There's a Brainiac in there, I guess. There's a Cyborg, so you can also kind of build Flash to 40 gears to supplement for your lack of 6 teams. Oh boy, 2 rares! 2 rare damages on special tree. That's quite lucky. Any thoughts on my roster other than I need Coam? You need Coam, my dude. You need some Coam. I don't know how we get to this point without having Coam, and I can't see this man's threats. I think they were cropped specifically, so you couldn't see how much threat he got without getting Coam. Dr. Fate is safe to use as a support character. Bane is also a good support character. Silver Banshee is gonna be a good investment as soon as you get her gears. Speed Force Flash can be a decent combo builder. Black Adam is fine. Heartbreak Harley Quinn doesn't do much without EPI. Stop dropping all your shit onto Arkham Knight Batman. Save up for when you get King. Yeah, it's base. That's the base defense value of Confluence Aquaman. Okay, this is... You got nothing, my dudes. I mean, Dr. Fate's gonna be a good support character. This guy can be a decent combo builder, but other than that, you got nothing. Save ups for some chests on sale. I think the Women Day chest would have been a good option for this account. And get yourself in a league and get Confluent Aquaman as soon as possible. But yeah, that was for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you the day after tomorrow with another one. Post them in my Discord server. You should find a link to that in the description, I think.